Yo, peace. What's good? It's your brother God Science. I'm up in here once again. Shout out and a special salute to the few that do watch the videos and subscribe. I really appreciate y'all, true indeed. Damn, my eyes, man. If anybody out there wear contacts and he like fall asleep with them, which you're not supposed to do with certain ones, they fuck your eyes up. So my eyes is kind of messed up, so that's why I got on my cop shades. Anyway, I wanted to make a quick video in response to a video that I saw that was done by young Pharaoh in one of his exposés, the regular expose. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of fake niggas out there that needs to be exposed. But, when it comes to this brother named Rizza Islam, I don't personally know him. I don't think, he feels that I have to get up here and defend him. He can handle Pharaoh on his own. But when Pharaoh starts going in the Nation of Islam, and especially, just being disrespectful to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I think he just tells one side of it. And maybe some people out there had bad experiences with the Nation of Islam. Me, I had a good experience with it. Through the Nation of Gods on Earth, I learned a lot, which was like I always tell everybody, my foundation. It was like a ladder, and I was beneath that ladder, and they pulled me up to the first one, and from there I went on to my journey. Now some gods would agree with me, disagree with me, and be like, there's nothing else, everything is in 120. I get that. And if I start, I believe in chakras now, some gods is gonna get at me at that and be like, it's not right, exact, that can't be shown and proved and all that. But like I said, everybody has their own personal experience, and I think you can't always express certain things. You gotta experience it for yourself. The point is, I've had those teachings come from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that comes from W.D. Pharaoh, like y'all like to make fun of. Now, so it's just three things I want to say about it. One, stop acting like you was there with Malcolm X when he went through all that shit with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It was something that went bad. It shouldn't have went bad if they had stuck together. I mean, imagine maybe it'd be a change today. Probably not, but maybe it'd have been a change today because we're so hard-headed. But the point is, something happened. A lot of people wasn't there. And we're going from stuff that was written, we're going from videos, and we're taking that as gold. And I want to tell Pharaoh, you look at Elijah Muhammad as a human being, and he has the possibility to lie. I'm not going to say you're not right on that, but that goes for Malcolm X too. He is a human being too, and he might have a possibility to lie at that moment or exaggerate something. It's not impossible. Stop acting like Malcolm X was an angel. The man was one of the most, if I have to say somebody that changed my life, when I saw Malcolm X, a man without no fear, intelligent, destroyed people when it comes to debates and all. I mean, this man was just fearless, and everybody magnetizes to that. But then some people want to act like, if Malcolm X was alive, half of these niggas would not be walking next to him. Do you understand that every day he probably was in, jeopardy of being assassinated or thrown in jail? And man, the FBI come to half of you niggas fucking door right now. Even though you haven't done shit, you'll be shitting your pants, and you probably start telling them shit that 10 years ago you remember just to get out of it. So let's stop that. Now he's dead now. Now everybody can say Malcolm. But when he was alive, he wasn't that popular for people to be standing next to him. Of course, you had the people that graduated, not the majority. The whole population did not, black people did not agree with Malcolm X and his way. I did. The point is, we don't know, so let's stop acting like we do. Secondly, you talk about W.D. Pharaoh being white, and a lot of people, nobody has met him. The only person that I have known that has met him, as I know of, is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I guess people that was around him, the first ones, or you could call it firstborns, whatever, right? Those people saw him. Now, I've seen pictures where there's white people that they look fucking white, but they have black in them. A lot of that happened back in slavery days and shit like that, where some of them was able to, pass as white and shit. It's not impossible, but let's just say he was white. The lessons that he brought. One question I have: did it bring us down worse than what the Bible did when we came out of slavery, or did it elevate us to a certain extent? That's all I. And if it did, there's something good there. So regards, and he claims that he has a documentary that's showing where I want to see this, and I hope the people keep pressing him for that shit. Please do not let him get away with it. We want to see what you know about Master Pharaoh Muhammad and where the fuck did he went and where is he now? Because we was taught in the lessons that there is no mystery God, right? But there's a lot of mystery surrounding Master Pharaoh Muhammad. I always wondered where he went. Who was he? How did he know these things? And a lot of things that he knew were true. It was like, who was this dude? Him being in a person of God. Oh, God, here we go, my eye. I apologize, family, but this shit hurts. Give me a second, please. I'm sorry. Apologize. Like I was saying, in the Nation of Islam, God came in a person of Master Pharaoh Muhammad. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna act like every other 5% up here. I never really understood that because I don't think God did he have a divine. I'm sorry. Apologize. My eyes. That shit is. I'm not putting the contact in my eye right now, so I'm gonna get some glasses. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Um, I don't believe. Do I believe he was in the divine in plan to help black people? Yes. Being the God in person, but at the same time, the lesson teaches that the black man is God, right? Now, when we say the black man is God, that is a very deep, deep, deep topic. The first people hear that, they'll think of some racist shit. Oh, y'all want to be better because it has nothing really to do with you being bad. He's talking about the mind. Anyway, the point is this. He taught in his lessons that we were God. So in a sense, he was God, just like we all God. I never got the full understanding of why he was like God in person, supposed to be God. Is he God the creator? And this is where things go a little crazy. Where Farrakhan would say a lot of people disagree with Farrakhan because he says that, you know, Master Pharaoh Muhammad was not the creator, but he was. That shit always confuses me. So if Pharaoh has a documentary, I'm not talking about some bullshit, some real shit of showing who really Master Pharaoh Muhammad was, I would love to see it. All right, and don't delay, please. But the point is, there was power in that lessons. Those lessons is all we had at a certain time to lift us up. In the 60s, those powers, those lessons became very strong. The nation of gods and earth was built off of it from Father Alex, Clarence 13X, God rest his soul, Father Allah, right? And he took those same lessons and he created people better. You know what I mean? There was some knucklehead 5%ers that would love to, what's today's math and speak. You can speak a whole language in front of somebody that don't know and they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So it seemed like cool. And the 5%ers always seemed cool in school. They had their hands folded like this and you ask them one question and they will just drop this whole shit on you to make you like, damn, dude. So I looked up to the 5%ers, but there was the ones that talk that shit, and then late at night they're going out there selling drugs to their people. You're not living mathematics, not going through the process of what it takes to be God. And I learned that 120 you could study it, but when you try to live it and become God, that's the challenge. So there's a lot of good things out of there. So I said Pharrell. I can't believe I said Pharrell. Pharaoh, going in like that. If he has a problem with this brother, have a problem. I get it. But when you start shitting and acting like you know exactly, you're the new Malcolm X, right? You stop doing that. Maybe you have I see that the information you put out there is to help your people, My question is, do you follow it? I don't see change. I don't see a change in you. I don't see a change in you. The information that you drop, you should see a change. And you're not doing half what Malcolm X was doing. So to say that you're the new Malcolm X, I think you just siding with Malcolm X because you just don't like the Nation of Islam. You have something against the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, so you're gonna side with Malcolm X. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there's a lot of things that people have brought up, like Dr. Ali Muhammad. Even though I don't agree with his stance on the Nipsey Hussle being a whole conspiracy shit, it's just some nigga shit because we hate each other. We just hate each other, period. It just can't be that. Niggas on conspiracy theories 24/7. Now I heard it's the dude with the cowboy hat set him up. Then Big U of all people, the OG that loved him and put him on and was like family to him, he had something to do with it. And niggas just go on and fucking on instead of looking at our community and looking at ourselves and saying, what the fuck are we doing wrong? What we gotta do different? Of course, we're gonna point the finger, and that's the danger when it comes to this white man shit that I've seen. Cause I consider myself the part of the conscious community. But inside of me, I started seeing this pointing shit. We still got choices. Yes, we know it's a harder road. Yes, they throw roadblocks. They try to trip us in the race. I get it. But we still have a choice to continue to go. And I think the ones that get there, that achieve their goals and things like that, are the ones that said, I'm not gonna let nobody trip me up. But then you can just say, yeah, the white man is doing this, so now I gotta go sell drugs. Now I gotta gang bang and shit because they just blocking everything. It's still a choice, man. Just like that Matrix music, a movie, which is one of my favorite movies. It's all about choice. And niggas make the wrong choice. And niggas is jealous that Nipsey doing something. It can't just be that. It has to be conspiracy. People been know about Dr. Sebi. Y'all still ain't changed. I'm not gonna sit here in front like I became some vegetarian. Please, I still have issues with my I'm working on it. I recognize that. I'm not gonna sit here in front like half these niggas. But let's be real. What has Dr. Sebi done to change us, to bring us together? Nothing. So why the fuck are they killing Nipsey Hussle for? Y'all ain't gonna listen. I believe they think like this. Y'all could bring anybody out here. You already had Jesus. You had Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X. You had all these people, and then you still didn't fucking listen. So why the fuck are we scared for? Why the hell are we gonna take somebody out that might change the people? Please. Only a certain percentage of people will always get it, I believe, which is what you call the 5%, the 1% of the conscious, whatever you want to call it. That's it. They don't need agents anymore. They don't need to do these things anymore. We're doing it to ourselves. We killing each other, period. That's what it is. Stop with the conspiracy shit. Of course, people are getting clout from that because we're in this new era. And people might say, you're a fool, God Science, because if you was doing it, you might get more views and get some more subscribers. And I get it. But like I always say, there's other ways to make money. There's other ways to do things. I make music. Yes, I utilize social media, but I'm not going to make up shit. It's a little bit of responsibility when it comes to making these videos. You're making videos about human beings. You know what I mean? You're putting it out there, and once you put it out there on the internet, it's out there. It's not coming back. It's out there. So I think, especially if you have a big platform, you have to be careful. And now we're seeing in this world, niggas is dying off of social media. You come out here and you talk shit about a nigga set or a nigga crew or some shit like that, and you think you can't be touched. It's easier than you think that people could find you. And for what? For making videos because you tough? Come on, man. So, the moral of the whole thing is I got all off track. Is, this disrespect. Yes, I don't agree with everything Farrakhan does. I don't understand everything that he does. But I always ask the question, if Honorable Elijah Muhammad was alive, would he have changed his teachings? Would he have grown and just evolved and learned new things? I think so. And that's what I think is happening with, you know, Minister Louis Farrakhan. Is it far-fetched to him to see a technology that if he can use it, he can help us? Because we have issues, man. We have, look what just happened with Nipsey. We have issues with self-hate. Niggas would never walk up to George Zimmerman or anybody else and do that and risk their life. But some other nigga that's making money, helping the community, showing people that they could do it too, giving inspiration, we gonna take him out instead. There's something deeper there. That's self-hate. So what if he did use that technology that some white person found out and he was using it, I don't know if it for all of humanity or his people, and they took it. Not saying I'm right, but that can be a possibility. So dogging this man, he's like in his 80s or 90s, and he looks like he's still in his 60s or 70s. The man looked great. He deserves, to me, a certain amount of respect. We can disagree or even try to talk. Why don't you try to talk to him? Why don't you try to talk to somebody close to him? Man, I would like to talk to him about the things that's going on. No, coming up with this fuck you nigga, this bitch, suck my dick, and all this ignorant talk. He just gonna look at you and like, this dude is just immature. But you're spitting constant knowledge. Constant knowledge to are you practicing this shit? I'm not saying it's perfect, it's easy. It's not. Speaking of making a video out here and talking all what you need to do and you need to think positive. Yeah, tell someone that's surrounded in the hood by gunshots and every day one of their friends dying. Remain positive, and that shit is a struggle. It's real. So not everybody got it down pack. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is it's more to it, man. It's more. You can't just shit on the whole. The Nation of Islam was responsible for uplifting a lot of people. Your ass too. You had the Pharaoh, young Pharaoh Allah, because the Nation of Gods and Earth touched you some way, and you were down here, and they put you up here like a little. Then you on your journey, but your ass was down here first before you met him, and you learned something, and that helped you to get to where you at. So stop. Why are you shitting on the whole? Because when you shit on Master Pharaoh Muhammad, you shitting on them too, because that's the foundation of those lessons, and they work. They bring discipline. You don't have to agree that he was God in person. I don't. Do I believe that what he was a part of a divine purpose to help us at a certain point in our life in Black history? Hell yes. Like I say, I fully don't understand it myself, so I want to see that documentary. I hope y'all want to see it too. I don't want to stay too long because I went this way and I went this way. Please forgive me. I just had a lot to say off my chest. If you made it this far and you listen to me rant, man, salute to y'all. Salute to you. Niggas remind me every day that I'm a small channel, and this nigga's trying to be known. Not really. This is kind of therapeutic, to make videos and get shit off your chest, put it out there, and then if just one person can like connect with you and be like, yeah, bro, I know what you're talking about. It's the same thing like going out there and meeting new people, you know. And I don't compare myself to these big ass channels, and this is what these dumb fools do. The small channels, they compare themselves to their big channels. We're not being grateful that at least one person is watching your ass. Be grateful, and maybe more will be added on, instead of looking at dudes that got like 1.1 million, and then you're doing so. You got to start somewhere, bro. You got to start somewhere. Some people gonna like you, some people won't. It's cool. It's cool, man. It's all good. Anyway, what y'all think? Do you think Pharaoh goes a little too far? I know a lot of people feel upset with the Nation of Islam because they don't feel like they're doing more. It's just like another church thing, and everybody have a right to have their own opinions. But I mean that just showing. I'm from the streets. I'm from hip hop. You can be touched by hip hop and not curse. I mean, the reason why I say niggas because I grew up in hip hop so much. But it's to these elders, do we have to speak that way? And last but not least, this man offered to fight you in a controlled environment and box with you. I haven't seen you, when are you going to accept that? When you gonna accept that in a controlled environment? That's what's supposed. Dudes got issues. Box it out instead of grabbing guns and killing each other. Niggas don't want to do that because they can't knuckle up no more. So they want to take and just squeeze this. When both people could, live another day. What happens when you fight niggas when you was in high school and shit? Majority of the times, those niggas became your best friend afterwards because they respect you for standing up to them. You respected them for fighting back. Next thing you know, y'all boys. How much times that happens? But that can't happen now because some nigga beat you, knock your ass down, hurt your feelings. You going to go get a gun. Anyway, man, leave your comments or not. That's just what I had to say. Peace, y'all. Y'all stay safe out there.